Hello everyone and welcome to Orange University. On tonight's episode, we're going to play some new version of Orzhov Control. Now, this is a Orzhov deck that I made myself. When I started this version of the deck, all I wanted to do was just pull off an Ancient Vendetta against Zerg decks, because you take out the Zerg from their deck and their deck is completely worthless. So that's the idea that initially started out with, and it was mono black. But what I've noticed was, when I was playing this deck, that every one of my opponent was playing some sort of degenerate graveyard strategies full of reanimations or, Oculus decks and all of those crazy turn 2, turn 3 combos. So what I thought of, hey, what if I slot in white and run Rest in Peace? This way, I will be able to answer every single graveyard strategy that exists out there, but also have white cards to get in one of the most important cards in the current metagame against red. Beza the Bounding Spring. If they're going to aggro you, this card basically stomps that entire strategy. You gain a 4 life if you have less life, which against red you will. You get Fish if you have less creature, which against red you will. You get to draw a card if your opponent somehow has more cards than you, which in today's metagame with mono red getting all the card draws for some reason, you also will. And then if you get Mana Screw, you also get a treasure. So that's not very common against red or aggro, but you can get that against some control decks or just a tempo deck that somehow out-tempoed us. So Beza is a beautiful card. And then the other card that I really wanted to run, or the one other card that I really wanted to run was Seize and Desist. This answers a lot of the current metagame as well, because, well, the 2 mana side, the Seize side, gets to exile cards from the graveyard, so you can answer like an Omniscience for 1 turn, and the Desist side just stops all enchantment opponents. So if they're playing Zerg deck, they're gonna hate this card. This will destroy their entire board, destroy all artifacts and all enchantments. Yeah, all of them. So yeah, this card is very good against the decks that has Leyline Binding, and the rest of the deck is basically a shell to help us do that with a lot of removal. So let's talk about the whole deck list, shall we? In the early game, we got 3 cut downs and 4 duress. So we definitely have interactions at the get-go to be able to answer whatever our opponent's doing. Aggro, we can cut them down. In control, we can look at their hand and disrupt their combo or disrupt their control. Turn 2, on the other hand, we have a lot more disruption still, right? We have 2 Get Lost, 2 Rest in Peace, 2 Anoint with Affliction, 2 Go for the Throw, and 2 Nowhere to Run. I want to split all of the removal into 2 drops so that we don't get our own cards, Ancient Vendetta, of course, but also we got different dimensions to answer any kind of creature. If we need to exile, we got Anoint to exile them. If they got Planeswalkers, we have Get Lost, also targets enchantments. If they have just a creature that we want to kill that's not an artifact, Go for the Throw can get there. If they have Hexproof or Ward, Nowhere to Run can get there. So that's why we have all kinds of 2 drops in the deck. But then we also have 4 Mazemind Tome to help us draw out our cards. This is a very slow, drawn-out control deck, so Mazemind Tome is necessary to help us get the cards we need. This is basically our really only 1 card draw in the deck that's consistent. Then 3 drop, we have 3 Preacher of the Schism. Preacher is one of the cards that got sort of forgotten because of Slasher, but I think Preacher is actually a really good card. It doesn't die to cut down, it doesn't die to Lightning Bolt or Burst, what is that called again? The red 1 mana deals 2 damage unless they bargain. Then it does 3 damage. It doesn't die to that because it has 4 life. And it's also Death Touch, so it can fight up against any of the bigger creatures that opponents may have. Perhaps they have an Overlord that's attacking. Preacher can trade up. Right, so that's pretty good. But Preacher also is going to be able to give us lifelink. Preacher is also going to give us cards if we have more life. So Preacher is a very useful card in a control matchup or in a control deck against almost all kinds of matchups. Then 4 drop, we got 3 Beza and 2 Day of Judgment to board wipe. But then my new favorite card in Standard, Ancient Vendetta. We're gonna go into their deck and steal, well, not steal their card, but exile their win con. A lot of times, just landing Ancient Vendetta kills a whole deck. Against red, name their Manifold Mouse. If you name Manifold Mouse, their whole deck is worthless. Without the double strike, nothing's really that scary. Against, of course, Zerg decks, you name Zer, and they will no longer have haste. And you can answer whatever, whatever creature they have with your board wipes. So that's really good enough. Against Omniscience deck, just name Omniscience and watch them squirm. Imagine an Omniscience deck without Omniscience. Their deck doesn't do anything. Don't take out their Abuelos. Let them keep their Abuelos. Take out their Omniscience. And then and then Vendetta can hit basically any card from a deck, because a lot of deck in standard are no brain. Everybody just runs 4 off of every card and try to win that way, right? So against Pixie, name their self bounce the discounting big enough. Against Kaito, name Kaito. Really, their deck is not. Their deck will have no teeth. And then, of course, 5 mana, we have 2 Sunfall to, again, board wipe. I have 2 DOJ and 2 Sunfall because I want to split it up. And then Sunfall is also pretty good to not only board wipe with an exiled ability, but also give us an incubate token that we can attack with to win game or sack to the Fountain Port. And then we have 1 Seize, like I mentioned. Seize is kind of a 2-drop card that sometimes could be a 6-drop all removal. Kind of like our Farewell back in the days. Now our land base. Right? We're gonna have 25 lands. A control deck with 25 lands is kind of tricky, but we have a lot of card draws, and part of the deck is pretty low to the ground, so we should be able to get to the lands that we need. So 4 Planks, 4 Swamps, 4 Bleachbone Verge, 4 Concealed Courtyards, 4 Shadowy Backstreets, and then 1 Restless Fortress. Then we have 2 Demo Fields and 2 Fountain Ports. That takes it the total up to 26 or 25, right? If you want to go to 26 lands, I suppose you can cut a Preacher or maybe a Sunfall. I don't know about that. And of course, I would never cut a Vendetta because I need my Vendetta. I need to exile the current standard metagame. So that's the idea of the deck. Now let's go into the games. All right, our opponent is the Island. Cool. On the island. The island of Siren Perspiring. I mean, we got turn 1 Duress and Maze Mind Tome, but finally we're going to face aggro opponents. Because that doesn't seem to happen anywhere else. Alright, Spyglass Siren. The Duress can at least hit their... They can hit their Bounce Spell, or it can hit their Kaito, if you had any. They didn't have any, but they have a Duress. I can hit their Duress. The rest are kind of pointless cards. They have a Tashana's Tidebinder. How much do I care about Tidebinder? Putting a Tidebinder on the Maze Mind Tome. That's not as fun, but I gotta kill this before Kaito comes out, right? So... you do this right now? Do it on his turn. Let's let him interact on his turn. Before he can play a land and Tiebind this, kill this. Now he can play the Tiebinder if he wants. But I care a little less for him playing a Tiebinder this turn. Play out a Maze Mind Tome. We're already lower on life. We could be lower on cards too, and if he plays something, like a Tiebinder or something, is he gonna Tiebind the Maze Mind Tome though? If I don't play anything, what is he gonna do? Does he have a counterspell up? I think this is a Kaito deck, right? I can definitely take out their Kaito. If I use the Maze Mind Tome here. But it is a card that I'm not gonna get. He has a lot of dead cards in his hand, so... I guess if I do this, I'm giving him a chance to Tiebind me. I shouldn't give him a chance to do stuff. He needs to find a chance himself. And I will Vendetta him. I'm gonna name a card from your deck. Well, what are you gonna do? Play your Tiebinder? I can play Tashana and see if he has Kaito, or I can just take out Kaito. The problem is I don't remember which one it is. I think it's a Bane of Nightmares. Not in his hand. He is in his deck. Oh, look, all those Kaito's gone. He still has Curiosities. So gotta fight through those. No more Kaito in your deck. Probably gonna top that Curiosity right here. For a Soulstone Sanctuary. Pretty important card. I'm gonna see if he wants to Tashana this. He does! Alright. I caught him. I caught him with his pants down. Does he really think that was a good idea? Like, I can't use the Maze Mind Tome anymore, yes, but I can Beza him. Beza gives him a treasure, does not give me a card. If I play the Demo Field, then Beza will give me a card, but no treasure. Either way, I don't know if either is good enough. I could Duress him first. Then Beza. I don't get the treasure. I mean, why do I care so much about the treasure, right? I Duress you. Take your go for the throw. Then Beza. When gain the life, I draw the card. Oh, you let me draw the card. Well, I guess he can't kill Beza in response, so there was that. He can still kill Beza with 2 spells if he wants to. Oh, there goes my Maze Mind Tome. But that's fine. We can get lost his Soulstone Sanctuary and we'll go from there. And our Maze Mind Tome will be live. He can take our Get Lost, but I'm pretty sure he takes the Tome here. Attacks. Well, if he gets -3, -2, it becomes a 1/2, so I'm not gonna block. Now that attack is pretty obvious. Also, I have a lot of life, so back to 20. Does he want to get lost? I mean, does he want to put that on the Tidebinder knowing that I have a get lost? He does, and he wants the fairy dude. So let's not let him have the fairy dude. I'll play this land. Yeah, makes sense. Demo your Soulstone Sanctuary. Now you gotta shuffle. Let's take a swamp. Alright, I could attack. I guess I should attack, huh? I'm not gonna block. I guess attacking here does 4 damage. Right? And I'm not really doing much else. So I can trade damage because I have a Maze Mind Tome, even though it's not activated right now. No more lice. Then he's gonna cut it down. And we will respawn. I don't have to respawn here, but I will respawn anyways. By killing the Tidebinder. Therefore turning on my Maze Mind Tome. And because I know he has Tidebinder in his deck, I'm gonna draw right now. Actually, I mean, I could get Duress, but it's fine. Duress this! Please Duress this. Oh, he drew a land. No, I drew a Duress. Drew another land? Okay. We're going to start making this. Ah, GG. We took his Kaito, and he left the game. Vendetta. Alright, our opponent is Danny V573. Yo, Danny. What you play? Guess we're gonna find out. Do I want to turn on Duress here? I don't think so, because... Well, I don't have anything to play turn 2, right? So I will take turn 1 off. Now I have something to play turn 2. Along with the Concealed Courtyard. If they're red, they're red. Okay. Heartfire Hero. Well, let's Duress him first. What are you playing? Probably a bunch of pump spells, Monstrous Rage, Burst Lightning, all that good stuff. Let's take the Rage out. Rockface Village. They're red. They're mono red, so I don't think I'm gonna care too much. Target a hero. Let me kill your hero. Nice turn. Ow. Got the best of your abilities. Now we got a preacher. And he's gonna skiss all over you. Right, this is for creatures, so... Ah, what? Okay. I'm so confused here. What is he trying to do? I'm gonna attack. I'll get the 1 life. And then we're just gonna hope that our DOJ gets us there. He's gonna block and deal damage with the burst lining. Still Death Touch. I mean, still kills your creature. That's how Death Touch works. I'm kind of tapped out right now anyways. Let's put Rest in Peace. Stop him from having dice triggers. It might work against, you know, some of the rats he's trying to play. Him having a Rockface Village is always painful, right? And a Swifty. If I block the higher claw, is he gonna pump? Anoint is good, but I'm just gonna clean the board right here. It's definitely got Manifold Mouse and crap in their deck. Another Swifty. Last card's a land. Okay. I too have a land. Yeah. We'll get rid of it. Last card's a Duress. It's probably a land that he's holding. I don't think Duress matters. Just attack and gain the life. Burst Lining? Or Frenzy? Frenzy would be interesting. Alright, it was Frenzy. Well, one time Duress might have mattered. I did not play it. And now I'm gonna play it. What card are you holding anymore? Is it a Rage? Is it Burst Lightning? Burst Lightning on. Lightning Strike, okay. I mean, we have a lot of card draws in the deck, but if we don't draw it, I don't think it's gonna matter. We take out a Manifold Mouse. I guess so, right? Manifold. No Manifold Mouse in their deck. Oh, there's Screaming Nemesis that we wanted to take out. I forgot about the Screaming Nemesis. But yeah, their deck is full of fire, and our deck is full of lands, apparently. 15 cards down now. It didn't draw a single card draw ability. Yeah, not a single card draw. We got 4 Maze Mind Tomes. Jeff Beza. Jeff Beza is pretty good. Gain us life, no spells. Does gain us some life. Wow, they have more lands than I do? I'm sorry. You just feel bad for that. I'm gonna hold this land. Not like I ever need to play 2 lands in a turn. Higher Claw. Is he gonna attack? He's gonna race. Oh, okay. This is once a turn, right? So it will be 3 damage this turn. There's the Maze Mind Tome. 4,000 years later. I mean, I have all this mana. I might as well figure it out right now. Another Beza. That means we can race. Maze Mind Tome gain us life. Beza gain us life. This may be a 3-4 this turn, but... or a 4-4 this turn. Down to 8. Oh, finally. Alright, I should draw a card first. Shadowy Backspeed. I don't want that, but I will take out their village. I can attack and base it again. I think I should do that. Gotta put the pressure on. Well, I guess it doesn't matter if I attack and base it again, because I don't gain the life. He does attack. We just block. We don't trade, but we just block. No damage is dealt. And I try to draw a card here. The card I drew is... I should have played this first. Another Beza. Well, we put a Preacher out. That's a double block. And I don't need to attack because I can just go through damage next turn. If he attacks. He doesn't attack, meaning that I could just go through with the attack, right? Because he has to block one of these. He can block Beza. I draw a card. Let me draw a card first. Getting all that life. Seize and Desist. That won't do much. It will draw us a card and gain us some life. So attacking with Beza here doesn't do anything because he can just block. I will draw a card here. A Duress. He doesn't want to block the Preacher, it's Death Touch. Okay. He's down to 4. He has a 5/6 that he wants to use on me. What did I even... Oh, I take damage from the Preacher. I was like, what did I take damage from? Here it comes. 5/6 attack. If I take it, do I die? I did die to a Lightning Strike, right? So I can just respond to the Lightning Strike with this at any point and I will not die. If I block, then I can't kill him next turn. So let's do it this way. No blocks. Yeah, he pumps it. And at 3, you get the Lightning Strike. Burst Lightning. Up to 2 cards, submit 0. I would like to gain 2 life. GG. Alright, this does not deal damage to me. It gains me a 1/1. Puppies! Get puppied. Alright, our opponent is the White Wolf. Well, he's a wolf and he is white. You go first? Cool. We got Concealed Courtyard as our only land and our only color mana. And we got nowhere to run. Let's see if we truly have nowhere to run. They're white. I mean, I hope they have no answer for this right away. Maze Mind Tome. What kind of white are they? Double white. Alright, they're control deck. Very interesting. Control deck with talent, maybe? Angels? What's in an angel deck? I'm surprised. I guess we'll draw a card. Maybe we'll draw a Duress that can help us figure out what they're doing. Oh boy, that is a Duress-y dress. I put a Fountain Pour right here. I don't have double black, so I won't be able to know where to run. And I'm not using the Fountain Pour mana anyway, so let's do it this way. What's in your hand, huh? Oh, there's an Angels deck with Resplendent and Lyra. It's got 2 Inspiring Overseers and a Roaming Throne. What do I even take out in their deck? I don't care about any of these. It's kind of throwing me for a loop here. Soulstone Sanctuary? I think that's a good card. There's a throne. Sending Angels. I can kill the throne, right? I can kill the throne with a nowhere to run and a cut down. That's 3 mana. I'll have 2 more mana up. I can take out the Lyra. Other Angel gives +1/+1 lifelink. That's not really much. Resplendent also not doing much. So, let's just do that. Take it out. Ward. Didn't matter. What do you play as Lyra? He does play as Lyra. Deals more damage. More damage, more power. Alright, let's draw another card here. It's kind of tricky, I don't know when to throw out the Day of Judgment. He definitely still has some good stuff. I can exile his Resplendent, then his next attack is not going to kill me, right? So, we'll put a land. And we'll Vendetta the Resplendent. Pretty sure that's the theme of his deck. Then I can figure out what's in his deck. There are Exemplar, Giada, Shelter by Ghost. Alright, so no more Resplendent. So now maybe he goes wide. Double Soulstone Sanctuary is pretty wide. First strike, gain some life. Gain some more life. Plays the Overseer. And you draw a card. I do have 2 Sunfall in the deck, right? I'm pretty sure I put them in the deck. But I'm just drawing the VOJs. Alright, well, if I do this, I would have 1, 2, 3, 4. I'll have 3 mana up, so I will need... I will need 1 more mana for the Preacher. The Preacher is just gonna get Lay Down Arms, but he has Lay Down Arms. There's no way to get around that. Might as well play 1. Either Lay Down Arm and try to survive the second one. Virtue? Interesting. Virtue will be quite annoying. I do gain a 3 life here. Alright, attacks, and now it's a 3/3. This cut down will be completely useless against the Virtue. Jesus. Alright. Opponent does not miss a beat. mean, if I could draw a land, that would really help. Okay, there's a Sunfall. Let's see, we attack. What do we do here? We died to do this attack, right? So we got a sack, the fish. So 1, 2, 3 to sack to the fish, and now I have Sunfall. It's something. It's not great. I guess I have to do it anyways. That does mean I attack anyways. He blocks. If he's blocking, then I don't think I care about the one Seraph. Right? I mean, it does fly over, but you cannot fly over with the Soulstone Sanctuaries. And that might be what kills me. So give that lifelink. Block like this. Gain a life. I don't really need a big creature as much as needing to gain the life to not die, right? So we'll gain this life. Demo Field your other one. Oh, fuck. I did that wrong. Now I won't be able to draw the Sunfall. I forgot to do this first. Oh, I just LD myself for no reason. That was fun. I did that on purpose, alright? Shut up. Do we duress him? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So that's 1 Sunfall and 1 fish. I guess we don't duress him here. Yada. Does get buffed. Gonna have to sack this to draw a card, and hopefully it's not trash. It's trash. And it's Vendetta. Well, I take 4. What do I get out of this? Not really anything here. Roaming Thrones, Steel Seraph. None of those are that, threatening. And I don't draw any cards this way, no matter what. I guess I can duress him and see what he has. What is in your hand? Oh, there's a shelter. I guess that's something. And then we can make a... not a fish. I mean, we have enough mana to play the Vendetta. Right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then we still have 4 for Vendetta. So what do we Vendetta out? The Seraph. We gotta take out the Steel Seraph. Right, what else is in it? There's 2 Steel Seraphs. There are more Giadas. Youthful Valks. Thought there was one in his graveyard. Where'd it go? I'm confused. Oh no, I exiled it. With Sunfall. Alright, Angels doing their thing. Skrelv. Well, Skrelv's annoying. Also might get us killed. Jeff Bezos! You're here to save me for 1 turn? I'll take it. I mean... he's gonna get Hexproof from black, right? So... you're gonna have to play it in a trickier way. Or Hexproof from white. That's what I meant to say. Exile all graveyards. That way my Beza can gain us 4 life and draw us a card. Let's go for Lit Throat. Let's tap their Skrelv. Maybe I'll catch him off guard here. Lay down arms. Shelter. We'll kill the Gyara. Ah! You wanna give a spell? No, alright, didn't catch him off guard here. Okay, okay. Do I want to sack a fish to draw a card? No. Oh, Anoint. Anoint your Squirrel. Before some shenanigans happen. And now we can start doing the combat damage. 500 turns in. They got a Virtue of Loyalty. Let's sack a token to draw a card. Let's sack this treasure. No, no, no. Auto pay. We'll sack this treasure. We draw a Sunfall. And Anoint. Alright, now we got backup removal. Two cards into nothing. This is gonna take a while. You know, I have 4 Maze Mind Tome in the deck. I don't think I can use the Day of Judgment against. Oh, he's holding back. I don't know. I do have a Sunfall and got a bunch of fish. You know what? It's fine. I tossed it, right? 29 cards. I went through half the deck. Do you see a single tome there? It was 1. What happened to that one? I don't remember what happened to that one. A second Virtue. Wow, okay. Second Virtue, huh? It's gonna be like that. What's the last card in your hand? You seem to like it. That was a land. No, I don't like that Duress anyway. I never wanted that Duress anyways. What are you talking about? Alright, let's see if this math adds up. Is it another land that you're holding? It is. Alright, we're just top decking Duress. I'm not using the Fountain Port to draw more cards. I'm just trying to get in with the damage. Now let's... I feel like I'm not going to get there, right? 6 plus 7, it's 13. So I can deal 6 damage, I can deal 7 damage, I can deal 8 damage. Altogether is not enough. So... maybe I can get some card that's not useless. Jeff Bezos says it's a card. It's a card. Also gain us a little bit of life. You also get a card. I had to play a land first, otherwise I won't get a card. So yeah, there's that. Double Virtue. And we make another fish. Go for the throw. And now next turn is lethal. Man, we beat this angel deck. 15 minutes in, huh? No Maze Mind Tome. The last Maze Mind Tome's all the way at the end. GG. I guess. Alright, our opponent is Ricardo Prat. I feel like I've played against some guy named Ricardo, but I don't remember a Plat. We go first. Double Maze Mind Tome. Alright, if they're aggro, we're screwed. But we got George Bezos, Jeff Bezos here, helping us not die real quick. Alright, they are Lush Portico, which means we got our Maze Mind Tome on, and we're gonna get ready for the Zer. Get ready for the Zerdening. Hey, you know, this is gonna really help against that Zer deck. Go for late throats. Okay, well, shadowy backstreet. We're gonna backstreet Boyd it up. I don't think I want to anoint. I could be wrong. I don't know what they're playing, but I do have Go for the Throw anyways. I can Anoint a Zerg. Ancient Cornucopia, so they're not Zerg. Not yet anyways. Alright, let's just draw some cards and hope for the best. I'm gonna try to draw cards, right? So put on the second Maze Mind Tome, we draw those cards. And then we'll get our Cease and Desist going. Maybe? Not really quite sure what their deck is. With Ancient Cornucopia, it could be a doppelganger deck. They're a cat deck. Alright, that's surprising. You're gonna get a meteor, right? So they're a doppelganger deck. We're gonna immediately draw a card here. We're gonna have to filter quickly. Nowhere to run. I mean, it does get rid of the Roxanne, right? Guess maybe we do that? I don't know. This is not what I expect to fight today. I was hoping to fight a Zerg deck, but instead we got a Roxanne going on. Oh, no, I'm giving him 2 mana. Alright, in the combat phase, let's stop this from happening during combat. You can tap it for 2 mana. But at least he's not getting much out of it. He didn't tap it for 2 mana. So Roxanne number 2. Alright, Overlord to Mistmore. This doesn't hurt as much. Herd Migration for a land. So I truly don't know what they're doing. Let's put a page counter on this to draw a card. Alright, we're getting flooded here. Do I really care about the card draws with this deck, or do I need to filter? I think I get to filter quickly into not useless cards. How useful is Day of Judgment against their deck? Not really. Now I'm using Beza, right? Yeah. Not if I'm using Beza. Another Nowhere to Run. Oh well. Okay, so they have 5 lands, I have 5 lands. Got a lot of cards, so I'm not going to get anything other than fish. I guess we'll just get the fish out. Got another land. Our Cease and Desist will get going, right? There's at least that. There's the attack. There's the Sunfall. Atraxa. Wow, okay. That gets him a lot of value. No card. So it is Doppelgang. It is a Doppelgang deck. So I guess we start by looking into our deck for what we can get. Right? We want to get rid of their Doppelgang. And maybe their Overlord or their... I mean, no, I don't care about their Overlord. They want the Doppelgang. That's faux show. Alright, so I'm gonna use this scribe. Rest in Pieces. Not really useful against this guy. Page again. Can I get my Vendetta? No, I can get a land. He's gonna Doppelgang this turn, right? I need to put a stop here and here. I'm gonna go for the throw the Atraxa. Okay, a Demo Field, very useless card. Cool. Alright, Maze Mind Tome again. Okay, we use 1-2 for Maze Mind Tome, 1-2 for activating Maze Mind Tome, and then we can sack a fish. I guess that's the plan. Keep his life total down a little bit. I don't know if that's going to do much. Another cornucopia. He's holding on to the big doppelganger turn. Gives it a little bit of time. Better put a stop here. Leyline Binding on the Beza? Please put it on. Oh, he's gotta put it on the Maze Mind Tome. Beautiful. Gonna draw a card here. You're gonna get lost? Not even gonna use it. You got it. Sakato gonna draw a card. Can I please draw the Vendetta that I put in my deck? No, I can't. I can draw a Sunfall. But not draw the Vendetta. Alright, let's draw a card again. Creature of the Schism. Alright, I can get rid of all of their cards. I think that's pretty good. So, this is going to cost 6. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I only have 2 mana left, so I can't really do anything with the mana. I don't have 2 white for Desist. I have 2 white for Desist. Oh. Oh, it's not my main phase. Of course, I knew that. Alright, let's go to the main phase. So let's destroy all artifacts and enchantments. Look at that. All your stuffs are gone. Demolition Field? No. Let's say they want to doppelgang this. We reset them. We reset them hard. So 5 mana is 1 doppelgang. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 7 mana is not enough for 2 doppelgang. And yeah. Man, did we really only gone through 20 cards? No way. Right? It's not that. It can't be that. It's this. I put away 5 cards already. It's gone through 25 cards. Overlord of the Mistborn. Coolio. I guess he thinks we're about to get got. Cut down, come on. Still? Just no, huh? Just no. Alright, well, I guess we 1, 2, 3 to sack? Is that worth it to sack a fish? Because we could just Sunfall, and then we still have 4 mana. Well, let's just do this. We can just use the Maze Mind Tome to draw. And we still have a Get Lost to get lost into. Another Overlord. It just never stops. No, we don't have 3 mana. Not enough for a Get Lost. But we will draw a card here like this. Dude. Why put cards in your deck if you're never going to draw it, right? So I think he wants to doppelgang, but I guess the good thing about it is there's nothing for him to doppelgang on. Let's just activate this and attack with a 7/7. Maybe he has a Leyline Binding for it. He does have a Leyline Binding for it. I don't really care about this Leyline. He can have it. I'm gonna get lost the over. Do I need to do it right now? You can do it on his turn. Oh, the horror. And can't let him attack. If he attacks, then he gets tokens. I draw a card. You can make a fish. Oh, there we go. Alright. Get rid of your doppelganger. The theme of your deck. Every time I play this Vendetta, it gets stuck, huh? Alright. What is actually in your deck? Library. Doppelganger the deck, huh? Well, not anymore. Seems like he has a lot of board wipes. He has Migration, Overlord, 2 more Leyline. He does have a red Overlord I have to watch out for, and 2 Roxanne that I have to watch out for. So next time, I guess I'm gonna name the Roxanne. Haha! Get got with the Vendetta. Alright, let's play a land. And let's attack with the Fish of Doom. Not gonna play the Preacher here because he can just board wipe me. Gonna be a little bit more patient. Let's draw a card. Get lost. And let's go double Fish of Doom. We get our Day of Judgment. Alright, we could play the longer game. Anything he play, we have answers for. Her Migration is fine. Yeah, draw your land if you want. He's got 34 cards, that's fine. Wait, how many Atraxa? Did he have to 1 Atraxa and drew it? That's insane. That's insane. Does he want his Overlord? He wants the Overlord. I guess. Pass to attackers. Alright, now we're gonna draw a card. We might run out of cards before him, but we got more Vendettas. Second Fountain Pour is fun. Yeah, let's just go to my turn. I guess we'll sack this. Sack this fish. Rest in peace. Stay judging him. I don't think the graveyard does anything for him, so I don't think Rest in Peace does anything for him. But the Fortress does. I don't need to play the Fortress right now, right? This can make me a fish. Gotta slow roll my threats. He wants to play the Overlord. Now, how much do I care about this Overlord, though? You can make more lands, but now the lands don't do anything because I took out his double game. He has no more cards. He does have more lands than I do. He really doesn't have much more than I do in any way. I'm gonna make a fish. Alright, so now do we get lost the Overlord? I don't think so. I think we're gonna play our Fortress here. And just say go. Or we can play the Preacher. Now that he has an Overlord, our Preacher can do stuff. Cornucopia. You can gain some life. I don't think that matters as much. Would you like to attack? He attacks with the Overlord. It's insane. Alright. So it will deal 3 damage. We'll go to blocks. I guess he's trying to Sunfall me, right? So if I just regular block, then nothing happens. It's not trample. Alright, 1 more card gone. Start making fish. That is the Fish of Doom. We got a Duress. What is our next card? Another Beza? That's fine. Beza does stuff. Let's take out a Sunfall. They can Day of Judgment us. Not as bad as Sunfall. Do I care about their graveyard? 31 cards. I don't know. I didn't see anything that triggers the graveyards. So, don't need to throw out the Rest in Peace for no reason. Alright, he's not throwing out the Day of Judgment, so we're gonna throw out the more fish. Actually, no. This time we're gonna make a treasure. Could be able to use more mana in the future, you never know. Could be useful to have more mana in the future. He's tapped out, so... Well, he's not tapped out. He has no cards, so this will help. Alright! Did we get him all locked out? What card did he draw? Day of Judgment. Alright, so let's... He's got 26 cards. We can definitely sack these tokens. Draw a card, a cut down. Sack another token. The Duress. Cool. Kills all my fish. What's his last card? Wow, Overlord of the Mistmore. That's pretty good. Pretty good. Do I want to kill the Overlord with the Get Lost? Well, not right now. Guess I can look at my top deck, top card, right? If I Get Lost it here, I mean, he doesn't really have much. I'm just gonna Get Lost it here. I'm gonna top deck a Go for the Throw just to get punished. Close. Let's get some fish. Free fish. We'll kill that. Kill that as well. All the removals working its charm. Make another fish. Make another fish. Alright. What's in your hand there, buddy? Oh, it's a land? GG. Good game. Pretty jank, but yeah, it's all about the Vendetta. We just gotta draw it and we win. Welcome back, everyone. Now that you saw all those games, how do you feel about this deck? Do you like the fact that I Vendetta all of my opponent and took out their win con and just watched them squirm every single game? That is the Magic that I want to play. It's evil, but it's so delicious. And yeah, this is the type of deck that I like to utilize whenever the meta gets stale and everyone gets complacent. Whenever I find that most opponents are playing not just one deck, right? Because, you know, if everyone plays mono red, it's very easy to answer. But everyone's playing one style of deck. And because the deck lists are out there, everyone is just net decking. Now you can capitalize on exactly that. Now that we know what our opponent's doing most of the time, we know exactly how to stop them. So even if you're not quite sure what they're doing, Duress can help you do that. Duress can help you look into their hand and figure out exactly what multiple cards they have off and exile them. And one thing I did not recognize with Vendetta, I thought it was a Stonebring ability, which it kind of is, but it's got an insidious side of it. It says if it's in their hand, you just exile them as well. If you look at Stonebring, and some people might not believe me, but if you look at Stonebring, it says that player shuffles, then draws a card for each card exiled from their hand. Whereas if we read Vendetta, it doesn't have that text. So if it's in their hand, we just get rid of it. So if you duress them and you find a very good card that you're afraid of and you have a Vendetta, you can just Vendetta that card as well. It's kind of a discard as well, right? So Ancient Vendetta is way better than Stonebring in that respect, and that is why I want to run Vendetta in this deck instead of just running the traditional, oh, I got Stonebring, I can Stonebring them. Stonebring isn't bad. I'm not saying Stonebring is bad, and it can run in any color. It doesn't have to be black. But the reason why Vendetta is so good in this deck is not because it synergizes, but because now we know how to play it. We know how to play against almost all of our opponents because we know exactly what type of net deck they've copied from, and we know exactly what to do to stop their deck. That's what I like about this deck, and that's really all I got for you today. Thank you very much for joining me, and I will see you guys next time.